So if you're not currently meeting the guys that you want on dating apps and you're considering making the first move, let's look through some of the pros and cons about making the first move as a woman online. I'm dating coach Hayley Quinn, and I work with men and women to help them to learn to love dating. You may feel at the moment like you're currently sitting around, not being proactive, not helping yourself, and you may be thinking, you know what, Hayley, why do we have to stick with these arbitrary rules of who makes the first move? Surely if I like a guy, I should be allowed as a modern woman to just go ahead and message who I want. And quite frankly, right now, I'm not meeting the guys that I would like. And there's definitely a lot of truth in this. But there's, first of all, tons of people on any online dating platform, and there's a good chance that the guy that you like may just not have come across your profile. He may not be that active on the app. He may also be quite shy, and I'm sure there's lots of guys out there in the world who would actually love it if they didn't have to do all the legwork at the start of dating, and that the woman was more proactive at also messaging them. So what then is the con to you sending the first message on a dating app? Well, I think the argument here really is about when we don't send the first message, when we allow ourselves to receive the first message, what we do is we get a really good opportunity to observe how much effort the man is putting into that initial interaction. It's really, really, really good data for us. So for instance, if he just sends a message like, hey, how are you? You may look at that message and think, you know what, no matter how cute you are, like if you're just sending that little message to me and you're not putting that effort in, I'm not that excited to date you. Whilst a guy might not necessarily be your immediate physical type, but if he sends you a message which is really witty and exciting and has shown he's made an effort to read your profile, then again, you might think, well, this guy is showing up from day one as someone who is willing to build that connection with me. So willingness is very important in building a relationship. And sometimes actually by taking that more backseat position of being the observer, we can get better intel in terms of who that man is. So there's pros and cons to both. So what do we do about this? I would first of all advise that you have a really well-written, well-filled out profile, which has great pictures to it. If you put lots of specific information and detail into your profile and invest your energy there, then it's a really good way for you to see, of those guys who message you first, who has bothered to go ahead and read the profile. And if you do want to message him first, I would message him in a way which gives a platform or a springboard where he can then invest more, which doesn't just say, hey, I'm really into you, but creates a little bit of a challenge which he then has to live up to, so you can still get that opportunity to really observe how he's investing in the interaction. In terms of what exactly you should say, well, I've got that coming up. And also, if you really would love to learn how to get better at messaging guys, I love this subject matter. And I am doing a totally free 1-hour live coaching session coming up on December 12th. To join in, all you need to do is register in advance using the link below this video. So look out for that next video on what messages to send to a guy, and I will see you again very soon.